Could it be that some hawks in Washington are having second thoughts on how great their tactic of orchestrating regime change is? I've got a couple of quotes from a U.S. magazine for you.
Of course, no one wants to see a regression in which military coups are the norm. Certainly, expecting a faction of the military to depose the current regime and restore democracy entails risk.
Did worrying about the risks and side effects of regime change just outweigh the goals set by the folks in D.C.? You wish. Look at what the piece is called.
Elephants in the room. It's time for a coup in Venezuela.
This wasn't just from some reporter writing for the magazine. The author is a man who advised George W. Bush, the president behind the Afghanistan and Iraq invasions. A few more revolutions took place while he was sitting pretty in the Oval Office. Yep, and apart from the couple of lines I've shown you, the whole piece is one big call for regime change. It says, there are no guarantees, of course, but that's no excuse for complacency. So, bring it on with the coup.
No biggie, just a major U.S. foreign policy website running a piece calling for the violent military overthrow of another country's government.
Wow, sure. Restore a legitimate constitutional democracy is the natural outcome of junta takeovers.
But just one slip like that can't overshadow the image of the American press, right?
Rather than fear a coup, the international community should encourage all Venezuelans, including soldiers, to restore democracy. The question is how to get rid of Mr. Maduro before he completes the destruction of his country.
Introducing the Venezuela coup-hungry news. It's true that Venezuelans have found themselves in deep, deep trouble. But since when has it been for some foreign media to decide when there's to be a coup? They can be bloody. They can claim many, many lives and throw countries into worse chaos. Oh, we shouldn't forget that we're reading the papers from a country whose folks in charge have said things like this.
For the safety and the security of all peoples in Latin America, it is time for Maduro to go.
We have many options for Venezuela. And by the way, I'm not going to rule out a military option. We have troops all over the world in places that are very, very far away. Venezuela is not very far away, and the people are suffering, and they're dying. We have many options for Venezuela, including a possible military option if necessary.
And he's talking about how near Venezuela is and people are dying. And I thought, where were you in Puerto Rico when the hurricane hit and it was even closer to the U.S. and people were dying? The U.S. has a history of supporting coups all through Latin America. It's a joke to say that the U.S. wants freedom and wants to protect people. We have led to the overthrows of elected governments in Chile, in Guatemala, in Venezuela, in Brazil. You know, it's just a whole litany of cases where the U.S. has overthrown democracies in Latin America, and everybody in Latin America knows it.
Brakate Awashai, Brakate Yahawa, Brakate Awashai, Brakate Yahawa, Brakate Awashai. First and foremost, want to give all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakodash, double honors to the apostles and elders who rule by the written in stone, and a blessed sanitation to the Akiums and the folk on the earth to push in the gospel and sincerity in Jude, Shalom. So I'll come this evening to a commentary on this article from Martin News. It says U.S. media openly call for a Venezuelan military coup, right? And we've seen this devil, you know, with his divide and conquer, right? Same thing he's doing in Syria, right? Same thing as the video mentioned, he's doing it in Latin America, right? It's a divide and conquer and steal the people resources, right? Understand? You know, you so-called white people are the problem in the earth, right? And Yahweh Hashem Yahweh shall see and discover your skirt, and the nation shall see your nakedness, right? You are the problem in the earth. You is the one that causing all the problem in the earth. You is the one need to be taken out. You is the problem. When you be taken out of power, then this earth will see peace, right? The longer you stay in rulership in this earth will never see peace. So you, so-called white people, is the problem, right? You is the problem, and Yahweh Hashem Yahweh showing you Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, that this man is the devil. So-called white man is the devil. Don't believe nothing that he say. He is the devil that the Bible speak of. Right? I just wanna get I just wanna let me get a quick precept. Babakasha, let me get a quick precept. Alright, and then they're gonna read this article that I think of it. Alright, let me get a quick precept. Alright. So-called white people are the devil. Alright. This way do throughout your rulership, divide and conquer. Alright. Manipulate governments, put in a puppet government, right? This is Habakkuk Salaki, this is Nahum chapter 3 verse 5. Behold, I am against thee, said the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahshua of hosts, and I will discover thy skirt upon thy face. And this is going into Babylon, right? Going into America. Because when it started verse 1, right, coming down, it said, woe to the bloody city, it is full of lies and robbery. The prey departed not, right? And this going into America today. America today is a bloody city, right? And full of lies, right? So jump back down to verse 5, right? He said, behold, I am against thee, said the Lord of hosts, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, and I will discover thy skirt upon thy face, and I will show the nation thy nakedness, your sins, your transgression, your wickedness, and the kingdom thy shame. And this will be seen, right? This will be seen, right? This people see this is a total violation, right? The same thing you're doing in Syria, right? The major, I think the Russian military, I think his name is Igor. He said all the places that have the terrorist threat is really the U.S. occupied, right? And they said they have the terrorists, they coincide with the U.S. policy, right? Basically, they're saying where the U.S. control is there where the terrorists is. So you funding these terrorists, this is how you use. This is the method you use to divide and conquer, right? So the most I showing this nation your shame, right? The most I showing the nation your shame, right? This is an article from Wise Geek, right? What is a divide and conquer strategy, right? And this is Julius Caesar, right? This is another devil, right? So-called white people are the devil, right? The word devil means deceiver. You so-called white people are Satan. The word Satan means adversary. You need to be taken out, and this world will see peace. Once you empower, this world will never see peace, right? You are the problem, right? It's a divide and conquer strategy, also known as divide and rule strategy, is often applied in the arena of politics and sociology, right? In the strategy, one power break another power into smaller, more manageable pieces, and then taking control of those pieces one by one. It is generally take a very strong, powerful, right, to implement such a strategy in order to successfully break up another power or government. The conqueror must have access to strong political, military, and economical mechanism, right? Machine, right? So this is America talking about it, because what was given to them the wicked, right? This is your kingdom. You have all power, right? You have the strongest military, and you have all the wealth where you covet from this nation, right? So this is speaking to you, right? Show the history that you rule from the Greek to the Roman and today, right? Which is known as Babylon. You're doing the same thing. It said, furthermore, in order to maintain power, and influence, large government will often work to keep smaller power and government from uniting. In fact, this use of principle within the divide and conquer strategy is more common. It is much easier to prevent smaller power from linking force than to break them apart once they have aligned, right? He said, leader who use divide and conquer strategy may encourage or force feuds between smaller power, right? This kind of political maneuvering require a great understanding of the people who are being manipulated in order to force feuds. For example, one must understand the political and social history of the parties intended to take part in the feuds, right? So what they do now, when they petition your country, they set up their puppet government. They got the inside who working inside it, right? Who giving them all intel about everything. We gotta pay off these people, right? So they will got a so-called Venezuelan, which is a tribe of Asher. They would pay you off, and he would sell out his own people, right? Just like what they're doing in Syria, they're doing in Afghanistan, they're doing Yemen, Pakistan, Guatemala, right? Panama. These are the things this devil do, right? He pay. You have the economic power, you have the military, right? You understand? So he could do these things. He could do these things because Venezuela, they stopped trading oil and the petrodollar. They're more dealing with the Russians and the Chinese. So and Venezuela declare war by doing that, right? We see what to Saddam Hussein when he stopped trading his oil in the US dollar, what it do to him, right? They sending the economical hitman, he failed. They send the Jacko failed. So what they do? They spread a propaganda that he got a nuclear weapon, and they send in the military, and the military do the damage. And this is where they want now to send in a coup. They call it for a coup in Venezuela. They want the Venezuelan army overthrow Maduro. So they have people in the Venezuelan army working for the US government, right? He said the Most High skin up your wicked ways, right? That we just read in Nahum chapter 3 verse 5, right? He said the strategy also include methods with which to control the funds and resource of the small conquering parties. And this is what they do. They want to control your resources. They want your resources. You understand? Control your funds. This is what these devils do. Right? He said, for example, a powerful leader may encourage a less powerful leader to make unwise financial decision in order to drain the smaller power resources, right? To bring the country, put the country in debt, to these banking his family, right? You understand? This is often successful if the leader of the smaller power have inflated ego and delusion of gender. He said it is important to note that this form is only effective if the smaller power allow itself to be influenced by the larger power, right? He said the divide and conquer strategy has been widely used throughout history. Both the Roman Empire and the British Empire placed small tribes and groups against one another in order to control their land and territory. It was used by the Roman, you Edomites, you so-called white people, you Edomites. You gotta pay for all these crimes. That's why you is the problem on the face of the earth. You is the problem. When the British Empire took India, and when the Angola Normans took Ireland, a stamp political strategy, divide and conquer, is still used by many countries today, right? So you devils got to pay for all of this, right? So when you calling for a coup, it's time for a coup in Venezuela, right? This way do church your rulership, and the most I skin you up because you have all this problem in Venezuela with this food shortage, people hungry. You's the one involved with this because you have the inside people working, right? Locking up the food chain from going in. You is the devil. You understand? And why this happening to you, so-called Venezuelan? Because you are wicked too. You are Israelites, right? And the most I send this scourge for you check yourself and amend your ways, and repent and turn back, right? You understand? If this is gonna get more worse, right? And this coming to all the land where you Israelite dwell in, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indian. Revelation 12:12, this devil can come down because this devil be skin up, right? This devil be skin up. You understand? He gonna come down with great wrath, right? He gonna come down with great wrath, right? Because this devil be skin up, and he don't like it, right? He don't like it. This is Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 5. Yea, also because he transgressed by wine, he is a proud man. What's he whining? Democracy, right? He called for democracy, to establish democracy in Venezuela, right? Which is democracy is wickedness, right? He said, yeah, also because he transgressed by wine, he is a proud man. You so-called white people are proud. Need to keep it at home. But Donald Trump said, we got military all over the world. They mean they got garrison. They mean wherever the military is, they own that land, right? So they got military all over the world, right? So you so-called white people are covetous. You are thieves. You are murderers. You are the problem on the face of the earth, right? He said, who enlarge his desire as hell and is as death. So this man desires death and hell. Everywhere this man goes chaos, right? And cannot be satisfied, but gather unto him all nation and heap it unto him all people, right? So you focus is to what? Get the resources in Venezuela and control that land, right? You want to change the government because you want to put in your own puppet government, right? You so-called Venezuela need to repent. You are Israelite. You from the tribe of Asher. And as the heavenly Father Yahweh Hashem Yahushua send this scourge for you amend your way, you're gonna get 100 times worse more than this, right? You're gonna get 100 times more than this, worse more than that, right? This is Malachi chapter 2 verse 1. Salaki Micah chapter 2 verse 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity, right? And this is iniquity that they devise this, right? This was in the mind a long time. We know to bring it out, right? A coup, right? The coup to overthrow Venezuelan government, right? You understand? That was in the mind all the time. He said, woe to them that devise iniquity and worketh evil upon their beds. And when the morn is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. And you so-called white people have the power in your hand. Because the earth was given unto you, Job 9:24. And they covet field. They covet, thou shalt not covet. And they covet field and take them by violence. Right? This is how they work. They call it for it is time for a coup in Venezuela. So this instigating with violence and bloodshed. Right? His desire is death and hell. This you so-called white people. This you desire. This is why you is the problem in the earth and you need to be taken out. And Yahweh Hashem Yahushua come and soon come Abaratazah to take you devils out. Right? The scripture said the earth and the tree is going to rejoice when you devil get taken down. Right? You devil is the problem in the earth. Right? The earth don't, this is why the earth not healed for the full strength unto you devils. Right? It's and they covet field, Salakia, Micah chapter 2 verse 2, and they covet field and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. So you're gonna oppress this man and his house, right? This is President Maduro house, right? You're going to oppress him. And President Maduro used an Israelite from the tribe of Asher. You so-called Venezuela are Israelites. Yes, they got heathen among them, living among them. You know, but you are the tribe of Asher. This is why the Most High bring this hell on you. The Most High bring this evil on you, right? Food shortage, right? This is a scourge that the Most High bring to you. Amend your ways to repent and turn back, right? To repent and turn back, right? So like I say, you know, you so-called white people, you are the problem in the earth, right? You are the problem in the earth, and you need to be eradicated, right? Obadiah 1 and 18, that is a prophecy to them to you, devil, right? This is Revelation chapter 11, verse 18. And the nation were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead that they should be judged, right? The time coming, that we in that time of judgment, and that thou should give us reward unto thy servants, the prophets, the sincere brothers out there on the highways and byways before can the earth, preaching the gospel of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, right? And to the saints, which is the 144,000, the 1,000 and the children, the saints, and them that fear thy name, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, the elect gonna praise his holy name, right? Small and great, and shouldest destroy them, who the so-called white man, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth. So we go into this word destroy, right? You so-called white people is the problem in the earth. You is the problem, right? You is the problem, right? Salakia, right? You so-called white people is the problem. And Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai gonna destroy you, devil, right?
Strong's G 1311. Diaphthyro.
The Pharaoh is the Greek word for destroy, right? Destroy, corrupt. You corrupt the earth, right? You corrupt the earth, perish, to change for the worse. You so-called white people is the problem. You is the problem to corrupt of mind. You blind the people mind with what your democracies and your lies, right? You said to destroy, ruin. You ruin the earth. You ruin the air with your chemtrail, the water with fluoride, right? All that GMO food. You is the one. You is the one who ruined the earth. So you so-called white people is the problem, right? You devils is the problem, right? You devil is the problem. You devil need to be taken out, right? And Yahweh Hashem Yahweh going to take out you devils, right? You devil is the problem in the earth. You is the cancer in the earth, need to be eradicated, right? Let me get this piece up in Jeremiah, right? You devil need to be taken out, right? Just Jeremiah 51 and let me get it say quick, right? You devils need to be taken out, man. You devils the cancer in the earth. Jeremiah 51, right? Start from verse 12, right? Motherfucker, let me start from verse 13. Verse 11. This is Jeremiah 51:11. It says, make bright the arrows, which is the ICBM missile, the arrows. Gather the shield. The Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua had raised up the spirit of the kings of the Medes, right? Today the Medes can be the so-called Russians. For his device, for the Most High device is against Babylon, America, to destroy it. Because it is the vengeance of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, even the vengeance of his temple. And who's the Most High temple? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indian. And these so-called Venezuela are Israelites. And you planning violence against them. Right? You understand? So you devils need to be taken out. Right? You devils will be taken out. Right? He says, set up a standard upon the wall of Babylon, America, Make the watch strong. Set up the watchman. Prepare an ambush. So you Americans going to be ambushed. So-called white people, you're going to be ambushed. For the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushua had both devised and done that which he speak against the inhabitants of Babylon. You so-called white people, you Americans, and you niggers who want to uphold America, who want to keep upholding white supremacy, who want to keep Babylon going. You're gonna go down with these devils, right? You so-called Negroes, Latin, Native American, Indian, who want to uphold Babylon. You're gonna go down with them. God, this is prophecy. Babylon going down. You so-called white people are going to be eradicated after 1,000 years of slavery because you are the problem on the face of the earth. Right? Verse 13. O thou that dwellest upon many waters, abundant in treasure. You know, you devils rich. You devils have everything. Thine end is come. Thine end is come. And the measure of thy covetousness. And the measure of thy covetousness. You understand? The most I say end is come. And the measure of your covetousness, right? You understand? Because your plan is to go in Venezuela and take the resources and control this land, right? Just like what you want to do is Iran. This is what you want to do, right? But your time has come, right? The time has come that the Most High going to take you out of power and destroy you. Right? Your time has come. Right? Let me get this one in Obadiah. Right? Let me get this one in Obadiah. I think it's Obadiah 1 and 15. Right? This is a bad chapter 2, Obadiah. Right? This is Obadiah chapter 1, verse 15. It says, For the day of the Lord Yahweh Yahushua is near upon all heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thy own head. Your reward shall return upon your own head. Right? What you devils did, they're going to return upon your own head. You know, let me read verse 18. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble. You still call people going to be stubble. And they shall kindle a fire and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, you so-called white people, for the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushua had spoken it. And this is going to happen after 1,000 years of slavery, and Yahweh Hashem Yahushua take down your kingdom and destroy you devils, put you devil in slavery. You're going to serve 1,000 years of slavery, and then you're going to be eradicated by fire. You're going to burn you devil up. Right? Thus said the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. You know? So you devils finish, right? You devils finish, right? Your time is up, right? And with that, hope this lesson is edifying. I want to give our praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash, double honors to the apostles and elders who rule well and break my stone, and a blessed sanitation to the Akyam, to the folk and the earth, pushing the gospel and sincerity and truth. Shalom.